What is going on, Bear Nation? As we're back here for another episode, as we're in episode number 30, we're in week 9 of the NFL season, as the Bears are going to be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals here in action, as we're back here for another Sunday night football game. Yes, we have several more primetime games coming up here. Matter of fact, I think the next game is a primetime game as well. I think it's another Sunday night with the Chargers. But right now, we're going to settle with the Bengals here. As the Bengals right now currently are 6-2 going in today's game, or I should say tonight's game. And of course, they are currently first place in the AFC North division, as they had a 2-game winning streak after getting a nice win over the Steelers, and they're looking to try to tack on another one here so they can go 7-2 today. Currently, we're 7-0. We have not been, we've had a couple close calls, but for the most part here, we've been playing some excellent football. As we take a look at the standings right now for the AFC North, and there you see, like I mentioned before. But yeah, for the most part here, we've been playing really well. Caleb, he's been playing MVP caliber football right now. He's only got one interception so far for the season, and I think he comes in today's game with 22 touchdowns. So that's not bad at all. We'll see if he can, of course, keep that momentum going. But as for the Bengals, like I said, there you see, of their last 5 games, they are 4-1, and they, like I said, they got a nice win off of the Steelers as well as the as well as the Browns here. See their numbers for that game. Joe Burrow, 297 yards, 4 touchdowns, completed 76% of his passes in that matchup there. Of course, there you see Moss as well, 14 30 for 37. There are no rushing touchdowns there for them at all. But receiving wise, Higgins 3 catches for 100 yards. Chase, of course, 6 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. And Gesicki had 2 catches for 28 and had a touchdown of his own in that game in the Battle of Ohio. So, like I said, today we're going to go out here and try to do our best to really try to neutralize them as much as we possibly can. Joe Burrow, his numbers are, like I said, been looking very well. And of course, his median passing rating right now is by far one of the best in the league this season, as he's got about 104.9. Now, I believe if we'll see here in just a bit after we get done looking at the numbers here from that game against the Browns, I believe they've wanted us to go deep, but I think I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to focus on more of the mid-range. I don't see them. Joe Burrow got a good arm. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, his medium range looks more better. So, okay, so never mind. I was right. We did had to defend the medium range passing. But at the same time, too, we got to kind of watch out for the short range there. I don't see them going too deep unless they're really in trouble. Of course, they do have the receivers that can do so, and we'll, of course, keep a close watch on Chase there, and of course, a couple others on their squad as CJ and couple other players that they like to throw to. Even Moss from time to time can get down the field and cause a little disruption there. But we'll try to see what we can do against them in this matchup. You see Zach Moss and his numbers so far, just normal dev player, and there you see his speed and his accuracy there in this matchup here today. Chase there, of course, he's the X Factor superstar there, and of course Higgins is going to be closely watched, but of course Chase is going to be their main guy they're going to go to when it's really they're in a jam. Great player to throw down the field, especially against a lot of teams. And of course, I would love a challenge against going up matching up with their best receiver against our secondary. Our secondary is not scared at all to take a challenge, especially Jalen Johnson, who's been on fire as well, continuing where he left off from last season. But there you see, they're suggesting us we should go deep passing here offensively, and I'm going to have to say no. I think we're going to have to worry, but we're going to stick with the medium to short range passing and really try to obviously get the running game going for us. Geno Stone, one of their top defenders out there, and of course 84 overall. I know you see his, of course, zone and speed. Play rec, of course, acceleration is great. But yeah, he'll definitely will be patrolling around that deep part of the field if we happen to occasionally throw out that way. And of course, you got to keep a close eye on him as well. We don't want to throw any picks. Trey Hendrickson, one of the defensive ends there. He is going to be a guy that I think for the most part here, we're going to try to run on the outside there and kind of see what we do against him and challenge him. But I think for the most part here, we'll probably try to stick with running up the middle. But, you know, at the same time, Johnson, he's been doing very well running on the ball on the outside there. So we might, you know, I think game plan wise, I think we might run it on the outside a little bit more in the running game. But occasionally we will go to maybe with Homer for those short yardage situations. You know, your 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2, something like that. There you see there one player they do have on the roster who is currently injured, and we'll see how that will, of course, affect them as well. Of course, we got TJ Edwards and, of course, Swift on the Hurts right now for the time being. And, yeah, we're going to have to definitely basically just ask for the next man to step up and show what he can do here. As Joe Burrow getting his last-minute instructions here. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I've been watching here lately, and I've been really getting into it. I'm about to watch the next series on Netflix here about quarterbacks and about football. But the most recent series, they have the series called Quarterbacks. They're on Netflix. Very interesting series, talking about or talking with, and of course, following the lives of the NFL quarterback. Joe Burrow is one of the players that they from season 2, they continue from season 1 to follow and see how his career. How it goes, which was last year. This time last year they were filming, and of course hopefully they're bringing back a season 3 with some of the newer quarterbacks that are in the league, especially if there's a breakout of some sort. As we get a quick 3 and out there, nice job there for the Bears, as the Bengals just could not get anything going there on that opening drive. Of course, the other quarterback they have on that series, of course, Cousins. And I believe the Jared Goff as well. So those are the quarterbacks they're looking at next year. Hopefully next year, or this new season they have, because last year they had Marcus Mariota. They had a couple of veterans. I think Mahomes was in that first season, but it's produced actually from Mahomes and from Peyton Manning. They collaborated to create this show and kind of document. It's a little documentary about the players and what they go through, especially quarterbacks, what they go through during the season. I want to say they did one with wide receivers at one point there too. I remember St. Brown, wide receiver for the Lions. He was in that. He was in a series of his as well, and hopefully they'll bring back that as well. Both of those were good, great series. Maybe, hopefully, in the future, we'll see some kind of defensive, linebackers or safety, something like that. They'll follow. But you see there, we go course 3 and out really quick. So both first drives here so far have been really not too good for either one. As Joe Burrow now being hunted down, and he is going to be brought down there by Sweat, as he gets a hold of him, the QB, Montez Sweat. Great job as he is able to get to the quarterback, the franchise quarterback here for the Bengals, getting him to run. And of course, they're wearing their all their nice white and black unis there. Nice. I think at some point we're going to have to start wearing our all yellow or all orange unis. I love those uniforms from the Bears. As Joe Burrow takes off, no one's going to be able to get to him. He's going to make a nice run as he gets a gain of 28 on that carry. As our defense just could not contain Joe Burrow. And that is something Joe Burrow is, of course, accustomed to do. Is worst case scenario, he's going to make plays with his legs. As you see a pass there being thrown there to Higgins. It'll be his second catch of the day. As he's up to now 15 yards for the game. So now they're on their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10. And we'll see the run outside there with Moss, as he cannot get around the corner there. And he's going to actually lose 2. Nice stop there from Stevenson as he makes a play. And we'll see what the offense will do now here for Cincinnati. 2nd and 12. Ball here at the 49, as we'll see a nice stop, and they'll get actually only gain a yard there as they barely get back to that line of scrimmage there. So now 3rd and 11 coming up here. This is a big play here for the defense. Got to do something here. It's now Joe Burrow's taking off. Joe's going to throw this one away as everyone's pretty well covered there. And, of course, Dexter gets a nice hit there to the QB, but no late hit called as he obviously got to the quarterback at the same time as he threw that. But nice stop there from the Bears defense. And now we're seeing our guys back out here again as we get the ball back on our own 20-yard line after the punt. Williams up the middle. That's going to be thrown there to Moore. And I believe that is DJ Moore. I keep forgetting we have 2 Moores on this team. We have DJ Moore, who's right there in that kind of that slot position there. And, of course, we have Elijah Moore, former Jet. Now here we signed him during the offseason as a free agent. And he's with us for the next, I think, 2 or 3 years. We'll go to a 2nd and 9 coming up as Williams here making an audible being called here as he doesn't feel comfortable with what he's seeing for the defense. So I'll throw this one there to big cold dog, Cole Kmet, as he gets the catch there. That's going to be enough for the first down. Able to move the chains, and the Bears keep rolling on here as the crowd are loving this one here. And, of course, like I said, we've had several. I think we have at least 3 to 4 more primetime games. I think we got one more Thursday night, and I think the rest of them are Sunday night games. So a lot of, which is good. That's a lot of exposure, primetime exposure, being on TV. Of course, we did win the Super Bowl last year, and we look like to be the heavy favorites to, hopefully repeat. As Williams here drops back deep in the pocket there. That is almost going to be taken away, as that was almost taken there from Pratt, as that ball is going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. As Williams in the backfield there with Johnson, and he's looking for somebody there. He's going to throw that one short to Odunze, and that will be a catchable pass, but not enough to get the first down, obviously, as they're going to be a 4th and 1 coming up. They'll elect to punt. So now they'll have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Joe Burrow drops back in the pocket, throws this one up deep. That one's going to be caught and then dropped quickly as Higgins could not hold on to it as he was coming back down. Nice coverage there for the defense. I believe it was Jalen Johnson on that play. Makes it now 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bengals. As they'll see a pass there. That's going to be Moss who gets the catch there in that screen. And that's going to be enough for him as he rolls in there for the first down at the 30-yard line. Toss play now. Next play. And we'll see him get stuffed in the backfield there as they were trying to now get him going here on the ground. But the defense made an excellent stop there for a loss of a yard. We'll see what we can do now here on this 2nd and 10. Burrow throws off to the left-hand side. That's going to be caught. And that is going to be Tony on that catch for the few yardage there. Now, 3rd and 9 coming up here. They're on 32, and we'll see a flag being called here. And this is going to be a false start on the offense, as that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Bengals. And the Bengals will have to go back here now to the 27. So now 3rd and 14 coming up here. And, of course, Joe Burrow, he can manage this here. We'll see what he can do. So he's going to roll out to the right-hand side, go down the field here. And, oh, are you kidding me? He's going to go down the field here. He's going to cross the 50 and slide as he gets another big yardage there on that play. Nice job there, Joe, as he gets to the 45-yard line of the Bears. So Bears almost had him off the field, but he'll make a big run there on those legs, as we'll see Moss now trying to use his legs as he's finally get some positive yardage there from the backfield. And that'll be it for the first quarter. No score yet, as it's been a pretty back-and-forth game here defensively. A little bit of a nice defensive struggle here in the first quarter. Both teams trying to fill each other out. But we'll see how things go as we start the second quarter. 2nd and 5 coming up. Joe Burrow here drops back, throws this one under coverage. That's going to be caught as Tony gets the catch. And that'll be a nice first down there for the Bengals. Cincinnati now trying to move the football here at their own at the Bears 30-yard line. Pass being completed. That'll be caught as the veteran tight end Gesicki, former Dolphin, now here with Cincinnati, gets that catch. He's going to be just short of the first down. There'll be a marker about the 21-yard line. 2nd and inches coming up. Man in motion. Burrow throws off to his right hand or left hand side there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be by Moss. And Moss looks like he is not happy about that. Or excuse me, no, that is not Moss. That is Tony. He is not happy about that. He caught that, but he's grabbed his abdomen. He'll have to go off the sidelines here as we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be completed, as that's going to be just short of the sticks there. We'll see what they can do here on this second down at the 11-yard line of the Bears. And, oh, Joe Burrow, he is going to cause a fumble, and that ball is going to be picked up there. Nice play there from the defense, as I believe that's the rookie Hill getting that ball, as he's able to scoop it. And the big boy tried to get a score there, but he's going to be able to take that one away and get it. And Joe Burrow, just when his team's about to score here on this drive, he's going to cough it up and give it back to Caleb Williams and this Bears offense. So we'll see what we can do here. Let's see if we can turn this turnover into some points. First and 10 coming up here. Ball on the 18-yard line. Williams here drops back, throws this one off to the side, and that's going to be caught. As Turner made a nice job there. Again, make sure he don't go upfield anymore. But they will get 4 yards on that reception. We'll see now here on this 2nd and 6. Williams up the middle there, find Everett, and Everett gets the catch. And he's going to convert there for the first down. Nice job there as he turns, pops around, and gets the ball for that catch. We'll jump now to a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball on the own 33-yard line. Williams here, again, drops back deep in the pocket, finds the pass. He's going to find Elijah Moore here as he gets the catch there at the 50. And nice job there as Taylor-Britt gets the tackle. They get the first down. Now move the chains now at midfield. It will be a 1st and 10 here for the Bears. As Bears, like I said, all season long been doing a great job here, especially this man right here. Johnson, not necessarily had the speed or really the acceleration like Swift, but he is doing his best, and he's doing a great job here stepping up here for us. Homer now gets the football here as on 2nd and 9, as he'll only get 3 on the play. And the Bears will probably go to the pass here coming up here on this 3rd down. 3rd and 6 coming up as Johnson's back in the ball game here for the Bears. Williams here playing air traffic control here, moving some people around. He's going to get hit as he throws that football there. Nice stop there from Johnson of the Bengals defensive line. Gets a hold of the quarterback there, just enough for him to have that one off target. And that'll be it for that drive, as we'll punt the ball here at their 13-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Bengals as they get the ball back. Burrow throws this one up there. Jalen Johnson says, no, thank you. That is not going to your receiver. And, of course, Jamar Chase wondering, like, where did that ball go? Ball on the 13-yard line here now on the 2nd and 10. Man in motion here for the Bengals. Burrow drops back here, finds Chase. Chase going to get this one here. He's going to get enough there and more for the first down, as he's going to move the chains here to the 29-yard line. Nice catch, and he'll again move the ball here for the Bengals, as Burrow here trying to get some points on the board. Both teams have been struggling trying to get points on the board. It's been a good defensive battle here in the middle of the field between the 20-yard lines here. We'll see now. Ball on the 34-yard line. Pass there, going to be completed. Gesicki has it, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds there at the 48-yard line. As, again, the veteran showing off what he can do there. Still has it as he does get the first down. Baker can't believe he got the catch there. We'll see here, handoff, and Moss will get stopped as he'll get barely back to the line of scrimmage. I think he lost a yard on that play, but Hill will get a nice TFL on that play. Rookie's doing a good job here. Of course, we're expecting a little bit more out of him. I think at some point here I might move him on the opposite side where Sweat is, and move Sweat over there to that's his side where he's at right now, to kind of see how things go. Or I'm thinking about maybe put him as maybe one of the up in the middle there as one of the defensive tackles. At some point here, I'm hoping that we can have him be a nose tackle somewhere down the line here in this franchise. But 2nd and 5 coming up on that pass as we get the ball back. Ball on 25-yard line. Williams here drops back in the pocket, looking to his up the middle there to Cole, as Kmet gets the catch. Former Notre Dame tight end gets the first down. We'll see now with a new set of downs here. We'll probably go back to the running game here. As Johnson will run this one here. Johnson, nice stiff arm there. Trying to work his way to the 40. And he is going to be just, he's going to get a nice gain of 7 on that carry. It's going to put him at 2nd and 3. And, of course, we're just trying to figure out what play that we can kind of work with and try to get going here. As we're at the 2-minute warning here in the first half. No score here as we get to the final 2 minutes of the first half. It's been a very good defensive game. But at some point here, it's got to have to break open. As Johnson will run up the middle here, and he's going to get shoved down quickly before he can get that ball to the first down marker. Of course, that's not the official first down marker, but just the idea where he should be going to as well. He'll run this one up the middle again, and then he's going to fight for that yardage there as he's able to help move the chains there. 1st and 10, timeout being called here by Chicago. As now it's time to open up the playbook here. Maybe we'll start seeing more pass attempts now. Maybe something up the middle, maybe a little deep here. We'll see. We got the personnel that can do this. Williams here up the middle there. That one's going to be batted away as he was covered very well there as he was trying to get that one to Cole Kmet. 2nd and 10. Williams here again. Drops back. Looks up the middle there. Finds Odunze. As those two are, of course, making a great combination of wide receiver and wide receiver and quarterback here in this team, and that's the future here we're hoping for. As Cole Kmet here gets a little lost, but he finds his way as he does get some positive yardage there on that reception. Gets about 6 yards on that reception. It's going to put him at 2nd down as they'll take their 2nd timeout. So, if anything, we were trying to at least try to get some points on the board, try to get 3. Williams here now drops back, fires this one there under the covers there to Moore. Moore's going to try to get out of bounds, try to just conserve some time as he can. And he does get the first down as he does move the chains. As the crowd trying to get behind the offense here. We'll see what they can do. As now 1st and 10 here for Williams. He'll drop back here, looks here deep. He's going for the end zone, and he was trying to get to Rome. But a good stop there. Great play there by Stone, who the free safety there. Geno Stone. We'll see now what we can do here on this 2nd and 10. Williams here again drops back in the pocket, throws one up the middle, finds Johnson, and Johnson's going to get hit hard and quick as a play, as now they go no huddle. 3rd and 2 coming up here with the clock ticking. Williams here drops back in the pocket, looks, goes to his right-hand side, goes up, and he finds a receiver. Touchdown, Chicago. What a play there as he finds Elijah Moore into the end zone. Nice catch, and he was pretty well covered there, but somehow was able to put his hands up and get the catch. Take a look, yeah, just really blanketed very well as he's able to get to that one. And that was Taylor-Britt that was covering him on that play. It's 7-0 now here in Chicago. 3 seconds left before we get to the half. And last attempt now here for Joe Burrow to do something. Burrow's going to throw this one up here. That one's going to get caught. And Chase cannot, or I should say Higgins cannot do much with it as he comes down with it. And that's going to be it for the half. So, a tight ball game here. Really good defensive play here from both teams. Finally, Chicago made a great big play there towards the final. Left about 3 seconds on the clock. So somewhere around like I don't know. Something. There was a good play down there. Just really good deep pass. Covered very well there by Taylor-Britt, but Elijah Moore found a way and got enough, distance between him and his defender there to get that catch. And that was just a great way to finish off the first half there for the Bears as they now have the momentum. And, of course, they'll get the ball here first to lead off in the second half. As take a look at some scores around the nation. And there you see the Cowboys win their game 23-10 against the Giants. Other scores around the league there, you see Detroit picks up another win, as I believe that is their first win of the season. 31-28 against Green Bay. So they finally get a win after 8 weeks. And now they just, of course, we'll see them coming up here on either 2 to 3 episodes. I think it's 3 episodes from now. I think we see them again around that Thanksgiving game. I don't think it's actual Thanksgiving game. I think it's like the week before Thanksgiving that we play them on a Sunday night. So we'll see how things go. We'll see if they can get the momentum back on their side, and hopefully they can pick up some wins especially heading into that game with us. But right now we have a 7-0 lead here, and pretty much we're going to go with the same tactics that we had going into this game here. Obviously, stop the medium passing game, run the ball as best as we possibly can, set up the plays here for the obviously get the set up the running game, run the running game here so we can set up the nice passing game here. As Odunze there gets the catch, as he will end up dropping the football there, and they'll be incomplete, and it'll be a 4th and 8. We'll be forced to, of course, punt. As now we see here, Bengals get the ball back on their own 27. We'll see Moss coming out of the backfield, and he will get jammed up and stop there, as he will lose, or actually gain nothing on that play. We'll go now to see Burrow. He is getting, he's looking down the barrel of 3 defenders there in front of him. He has to throw it away. Incomplete pass. We'll see a 3rd and 10 coming up here for Burrow, as the crowd trying to get behind the defense here, trying to create some noise, some chaos, as that ball is going to be overthrown. It looks like it was intended there for Higgins, as Higgins, of course, not able to get there, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. So we get the ball there on our own 32-yard line after the first down. It'll be a handoff here to Johnson, as he'll get about a yard on that carry. So far, 10 carries for 24 yards. But hey, we've seen this before with him. He starts off really cold, and then next thing you know it, he starts warming up, and it's like he's like a runaway train going down the field. I ain't gonna lie, we miss Swift, but at the same time, it's really a delight. I guess it's a kind of a blessing in disguise here. We're seeing with those halfbacks what they can do here to help us out, as they're both doing a great job there, just doing whatever they can. And of course, Johnson's had a couple 100-yard games as well this season so far, as he's been doing very well. So he's been, doing his fair share of helping out with Williams here in the offensive approach to the games, as Odunze gets another catch, as now Williams has 160 yards for the day and 1 touchdown. Moving the ball, as we have, like we were doing there towards the end of the first half. A quick pass there to Elijah Moore, and Moore going to try to go upfield. He does get a few yards there after the catch, and that's going to be now a 2nd down. So 2nd and short coming up, as the ball is now at the 31-yard line of the Bengals. Play action here from Williams. Williams throws this one, finds finds Elijah Moore again. And that's going to be caught there for the first down at the 28-yard line. So just enough there to get the first down. And, of course, keeping himself in bounds. Great job there on that footwork there. As we'll see. Is it footwork or feetwork? I think it's footwork. As we'll see here. Nice job there. As, again, Johnson running another one there, as he gets another first down here for the Bears. The Bears offense really going here now. Let's see if we can finish it off with a touchdown here. 1st and 10, ball on the 15-yard line. Handoff. Again, they're just going to stay on the ground. So maybe just in case, worst case scenario, maybe setting up themselves for a field goal at best. Because this Bengals team is being a little sticky at times. As we'll see a 2nd and 7 coming up. Williams here. Pass there to Kmet. Kmet fighting for that first down. He's going to get inside the 5. And they're going to mark him somewhere around the 3, I believe. So now 1st and 10. Or I should say 1st and goal coming up here for the Bears. And I imagine the Bears will try to run this one up the middle. As we'll see a handoff here. We'll see Johnson here. Stutters a little bit there, but he does get up 2 yards, as he'll get to the 1-yard line. So now we're looking at a 2nd and goal here. I think they're going to put all the big boys on the line. Yes, they are, as they're looking for a touchdown here on this drive. Let's see if they can get this one, as there'll be a 2nd and goal. Trying to go up by 2 scores. As they're playing down the play clock here. Handoff here, and good job there from the D-line, or for the defense there. As they're able to bum rush that Stone and Battle were able to get in there very quickly there to make the stop. Shoving them back a yard. We'll here see 2nd and or 3rd and goal, and that ball's going to be in there. Touchdown, Chicago! Yes, that is Jalen Johnson's touchdown. Nice job there. His first touchdown of the day. And that is going to be, I believe, touchdown number 10 for him this season. Nice job there. As, of course, Elijah Moore got the first touchdown of the day. It was his first. Should have mentioned that of the season. So, nice job. As these guys are really now starting to get things going here in the third quarter. Usually third quarter is usually pretty tough for us to score. So far, we did a pretty good job, even though it took us late in the game, in the quarter. But regardless, we were able to score. Burrow throws a quick screen pass there. They're trying a little trick play, and that's not going to work. As Gesicki threw that one short. I think it was going to go to Higgins, but he throws it short. We'll see now Burrow here running for his life again. This time trying to get to the first down marker. He's going to be met up there by a defensive player as they stop him just short of the first down marker. We'll see 3rd and 3 coming up here. Of course, we've got to keep an eye on Burrow. He might try to go ahead and call his own number again here, especially on this short yardage. Burrow drops back here, finds his tight end, Gesicki. And Gesicki gets the catch, and he'll get that one there quickly as they do get the first down. Nice catch there from him. As we see, Hill will be kind of pulled. He will have a injury. Hopefully it's not too serious. Hopefully he'll be able to come back in the game. He'll be taken out as the backup will come in now. Ball on 32, excuse me, ball on the 38-yard line. As the Bengals here looking, that pass is going to be completed, and it's going to be just short, as they're going to say he is just short of that first down. As Gesicki, with that big body of his, does a great job there, kind of boxing out. And we'll see now a penalty being called here. And it's another false start here. This is the second penalty now, especially of a false start from the Bengals, as the crowd really get into them. I guess they can't hear the snap count there. Having trouble, and they're thinking that they heard it and jumped. We'll see now 2nd and 5 coming up. Drop back here, thrown. That's going to be caught. As Gesicki again produces another first down here for the Bengals. Ball now at midfield here, 1st and 10 with 1:19 left here in the third quarter. And Moss going to run this one there. And that's going to be a fumble. And we got to try to get hold of the football there, and they're going to get it. Nice job there from the offensive lineman who grabs the ball and rolls himself into that first down. Oh, man. I thought we had that there, but not such a luck. And now we'll see the backup now coming in here as he will take over. And that'll be a short yardage there for him. We'll see now 2nd and 8 coming up. Handoff again, as he'll run this one. And he's, breaking a tackle, going down the field. And that's a nice run there as he'll go ahead. And that'll be another big run there from Hubbard. Yeah, I thought that's who that was. As Herbert, of course, finishes off the inning or the quarter now with a nice run. We'll see the field being flipped now here. Bengals hold on to the football going into the fourth quarter. We'll see for the first time in the red zone to score. Last time they were this close, they fumbled the football there by way of Joe Burrow. We'll see what happens in this pass here. So we'll see Higgins gets the catch, and he's going to bounce off that spin tackle. Attempted tackle, he spins out of it. Finds his way in the end zone. Touchdown, T. Higgins. Bengals on the board here for the first time tonight. As that's going to be a touchdown there for them. Now down by a possession. As we are trying to do our best to get a hold of him. But he did a great job there. Getting around traffic and making a nice play. 9 plays, 80 yards on that drive. Taking a little over 3 minutes. So we'll see what Johnson and the offense can do now here as we're starting the fourth quarter. And you would imagine, this has been a tug-of-war game, they would be playing a little bit of a keep away here. We'll see how much they'll run the football and, of course, how much they'll try to chew on this game clock as we see a nice run there. Great first down. As Johnson there gets a nice one. So there you see, he's starting to, that pressure's building up here. He's going to start making those big runs. Let's see if that will continue. Ball on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, and it runs this one there, and so he'll get a short yardage there. And so he'll get a gain of 1. So now 2nd and 9. Of course, Williams, or I should say Johnson in the backfield there. Williams taking his time here. He's going to hand it off to his halfback again. And so he'll get a few more yards there. It makes it now 3rd and 7 So this will be a passing situation here. Of course, you go to your go-to guy here. That'll be Odunze. If he's covered, then you find, well, this is Scott, who has been doing a great job here on third downs. He's been like that all. He's been one of our best efficient receivers when it comes down to third down conversions, and he makes one right there. We'll see here now. Ball on the 42-yard line. Play action. Williams here drops back in the pocket. Williams here goes up, finds his tight end, and it was in his hands but drops it. And he has frustrated himself there as he'll now go to a 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10, ball on the 42-yard line. They're going to go play action again. Dropping back, looking here, and gets drilled as he throws the football there. Just needed that extra block as Hendrickson comes in there on the hit. So now they're going to go see what they can do here on third down. Of course, we're going to be keeping a close eye on Scott if we can. But at the same time, hopefully Rome can get himself open. As we'll see Williams here making some changes to the routes. Pass up the middle there. That's going to go to Odunze. He's going to catch it, and he's going to catch it just a yard short. As we do have Jones, number 70, one of our linemen. He looks like he's got a Charlie. And he's going to have to come off the field there and get that one stretched out as well. Go for it here on 4th and 1. So a call there. I don't know who made that call. I imagine it was probably Williams thinking, like, man, we were so close. Probably convinced the coach to go for it here. We'll see. Williams here throws this one up there. That's going to go to Cole, and Cole's going to get it as he does a great job there again. Just like Gesicki, boxing out, getting that ball, and making a nice play. As now we'll see the ball at the 28-yard line here. First, a new set of downs here for the Bears as we'll run this one here with Johnson. And he'll get grabbed there quickly as he gets a gain of 2. Elijah Moore now hurting, and he's going to have to come off the field here. Hopefully it's nothing too serious as he's grabbing his wrist. They'll get some quick x-rays in as we'll see one of our linemen. He's going to have to sit out for a bit. So we'll put the next one in here. Of course, injuries have been an issue. One of the biggest injuries of the season, of course, is Swift, as he's going to be out for the next couple of weeks. As Odunze tried his best to spin back in there and try to get the touchdown there, but he's going to be a yard short. Nice job there. There you see his catches. Getting a little well over 750 yards for the season so far. We'll see what we can do here on this ball on the 1-yard line. Williams snaps the ball, looks, fires this one up the middle there, and that's going to be caught. As big dog Odunze finds his way into the end zone once again. Touchdown, Chicago. As that is Big Rome's first touchdown of the day, his 11th of the season. As I believe he is leading touchdown receptions this season. Of course, Elijah Moore, he is looks like he may not be coming back in the rest of this game here. We'll see. As we'll see now, the Bengals now down by 2 possessions here. They got to try to get back in this game. As you see, Joe Burrow's X Factor is lit up, so he is ready to go. 1st and 10, ball on their own 27-yard line here for the Bengals. As Burrow here drops back, throws a pass. That one's going to be off of one of the offensive linemen there. So now he's going to have to settle for 2nd and 10. As he just he threw right in that they were right in that passing lane there for him. As Edmonds drops Chase there on that pass. He does get the catch. That's going to be a reception. We're looking at now a 3rd and 2. Burrow here letting those guys know it's going to be a run. Here it is. As he runs this one, and that's going to be a nice carry there for Moss as he does get the first down. 1st and 10 here for the Bengals as they're on their own 43-yard line. Looking to try to get back in this ball game here with less than 5:30 left here in the 4th quarter. And they got quite a bit of field still yet to go. Pass there being completed as Baker's right on top of it. A nice stop there. As Gesicki could not hold on to the football there, and he's looking for a flag. No such luck there, buddy, as he'll see a quick pass there on that next play. It's going to be a short pass there. It's going to be completed, and the Bears defense now really needs to make a good defensive stop here. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Got to watch out for Burrow. He's already ran on this big time already. 57 yards, I believe, so far here. And he's going to run again, and he's going to make up some more yardage here as he gets down the field here at the 34. Nice run there for Cool Joe. as he is going to get the first down and get his team now in field goal position here. As we'll see here, got to try to stop him. Got to make a play. Pass there, going to be completed. That's going to be by Higgins, but there is a flag on the play here. And it looks like it's going to be a holding call, as Kappa is going to get called on that one. That's a 10-yard penalty for the right guard. And that's going to put him at the 44-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 20 now for Joe Burrow and the offense. Just when things get going there, of course, referees decide to call a flag there. And we'll see a handoff, and that, of course, a nice pass there. That's going to be a reception as they get quite a bit of yardage there back on that play. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 31-yard line. They got to get this one a little past the 25-yard line to get the first down. Pass there is being completed. It's going to be caught. And that's going to, of course, be by Higgins on that play. The little no huddle. Ball on the 20. Burrow here throws up the middle there. Finds his receiver, and he's going to find Gesicki. As that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And Cincinnati able to get on the board here with their veteran tight end. Now they're going to go for 2. As it's they're going to try to make it a 21-15 game. We'll see if they get the 2-point conversion here. Pass there. Going to be blocked there by Baker. Nice job. Put his hands up there. Great play there. And now they're going to have to go back to the drawing board here, because if we score here in the next 3 minutes and 10 seconds, this one's going to be out of range there for them. And this has just been a great game here for this team. Caleb throwing the ball around. Does a great job here. Finds Odunze as well. And, of course, Elijah Moore. It's been a good good game so far for him. After that first half being a bit of a tough, really the first quarter, and and some being a really tight ball game. Not too much going on. More defensive showing. Now the offense is starting to get some breath and start to move here. 2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball the 39-yard line. We'll see play action here from Williams. Williams here passes this one out there. That's going to go to Moore. And that's Elijah Moore who gets the big catch. DJ Moore gets the big catch there. 1st and 10 Bears. And we'll get to the 2-minute warning. I got to realize DJ Moore is number 2. Elijah Moore is 88. And he is not on the field right now. So now 1st and 10 here with just 2 minutes left here. Play action here from Williams. Williams here looking down the field here. Williams tossing this one up there. That's going to be, just underthrown to Odunze. Oh, man, I wish we could have had that. But we'll go now here. 1st and 10. Again, play action. Going to roll out here. We're going to try to go further out, but we've seen that defender there. And Odunze gets that catch. 9th catch of the day. 113 yards and, of course, 1 touchdown. As he is fired up. And he's ready for another one here. We'll see if we can get that one into him in the end zone. So we'll see the replay here. And Williams did a great job. He's seen that when he was trying to roll out. He's seen that defender coming right there. And he figured, okay, I got to get rid of this ball now. And Rome did a great job there getting there on time for him. So now ball at the 11-yard line. We'll see them go back to the running game here as we get a nice block here. Johnson trying to run this one. And he will get the nice carry there for himself. As now we'll see with ball now on the 3-yard line. We'll see what Williams will do here. And he'll hand this one off to Homer. Homer try to run that one up the gut there, but he's going to be told no. So now we'll see 3rd and 1 coming up here. $1:40 left here in this game. And, of course, we can easily kick a field goal if we need to here. As we're set up pretty nice. But, we get the first down. I thought it was going to be stopped. We do get the first down. Now the ball is at the 1-yard line. So now we can pretty much call anything we want. Let's see what we're going to call here. Williams now on the line. 5 seconds left here. About a minute left. They're going to take their time, of course. Run this one with Johnson. Johnson got to try to get in there, but he cannot. He's going to get stopped at the 1. No gain there on that play. So now with 20 seconds left here, Chicago really wants to try to get this run in here. He's going to get in there, as that's going to be touchdown number 2 for Johnson, as he's able to find the end zone. Nice play, as that's going to get him in there. And second rushing touchdown of the day. It's going to be his 13th of the season. The Bears now take a lead here. It's going to be 28-13. 9 plays, 67 yards. And almost taking 3 minutes off that clock there. Nice job. As they're leaving now. Just a few ticks left. 10 seconds left here in this game. Joe Burrow drops back here. And he's just going to try to finish off in the right way here. He's going to have to throw it away as there's nobody open. As everyone is pretty well covered there. So now, we'll see with 4 seconds left, possibly the last play of the game. Burrow here drops back, looking deep, looking for something. Time has expired. Ball's going to be heaved up there, and it's going to be broken up. And that is going to be your ball game as Stevenson did a great job there getting that one out of the hands, or any chance really for that offensive player to get to it. Bears win this one here 28-13 at home as they get another victory here. So another Sunday night victory here. We are unstoppable here on Sunday nights. I'm almost saying, hey, maybe they should just continue feeding us Sunday night games here. We're doing very well. But nonetheless, it's been a great win. I should say, actually, I take that back. That is, I miscued. That is Johnson's 10th and 11th, and Odunze has now 10. I was reading the wrong numbers there for the day. But there you see, final score 28-13. Really great game there. Third down conversions, pretty similar to each other. They were 5-9 at 55%. We were 7-12 at 58%. Of course, we did go have a fourth down conversion that went well, and of course they lost a fumble. No interceptions, no fumbles there for us, which was excellent. 444 yards of total for total yards. They had 423, and of course they had some issues with penalties. 3 penalties for 20 yards. They had 17 minutes, 59 seconds. We had a little over 26 minutes in this game. Caleb Williams, his official numbers now, 28 of 40, 293, 2 touchdowns. He has now 24 touchdowns now for the season compared to his 1 interception. Joe Burrow, there you see his numbers there, 21 of 33, 210, 63% of passes are completed, 2 touchdowns for him. His longest pass was 25 yards. And of course, Gesicki had that attempt there that he did not get it complete. Shame on you trying to throw those trick passes at us there, Cincinnati. As for Johnson, 23 carries, 71 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. He had 2 broken tackles. Moss, 10 of 21. He had a fumble, and as well as 2 broken tackles. Yeah, Burrow, 5 of 79 on the ground. He had a fumble as well that he did end up costing them as they were in the red zone there. So that was nice for our defense doing that to him. Odunze, 9 catches, 113 yards. By far the best receiver of the day. 1 touchdown there for him. His 10th of the season, I can officially say. Kmet, 7 of 51. No touchdowns there for him. Higgins, 7 of 48. Or 84. Moore, 6 of 63. A touchdown for him. That'll be his first of the season. And then there you see the defensive numbers there. Some of the defensive stars of the game. Baker, 11 tackles, 1 TFL, a forced fumble. Edmonds, 9 tackles. Sweat, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. Billings, 2 tackles, a tackle for loss, a forced fumble. Stevenson, 2 tackles, TFL. And Hill, our rookie, tackle, a TFL, and also a fumble recovery. So, nice game for our defense. Those are the stars of the Bears defense, and they keep just being very impressive each and every single week, which is looking very good for us. Got to keep it up. NFL. It's definitely a marathon. You cannot sprint your way to that championship. And of course, we've had some setbacks. Obviously, the biggest setback for us is our halfback, but we'll get him back here very, very soon, hopefully in time. Obviously, if we keep playing the way we've been playing, Obviously we'll be a lock. We should have a lock here for the playoffs here very soon. As Johnson, of course, we'll see some of these upgrades as well. We're going to, of course, get his elusiveness upgrade up to 77. He has another skill point here, and we're going to go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another one. As now that puts his overall there, that part of his game at 78 there. He's 80 overall right now, so he's looking really good there. You see his break tackles going up. So a lot of good things going there for his direction. So yeah, this is a great game there. Great win. Now we're 8-0. And look at this. We got another Sunday night game. Back-to-back weeks for Sunday night games here. This time we are going to be hosting the Chargers, as the Los Angeles Chargers are going to be in town. They're 4-4 right now, and I believe they're, I forgot where they're at in the division in the AFC. I think they're in third place. Yeah, they're in third place there. So of course they have to deal with the Chiefs and Broncos and Raiders. So we'll see what we can do against them. Hopefully ship them off with another loss. And just keep this train rolling right now. There you see the standings right now currently in the NFC right now. And, of course, there you see us there nicely at first place. If the season ended today, we would have a first-round bye going into the playoffs. But still have several more weeks to play and a lot more matchups to go. So that's it for this episode of the Chicago Bears franchise. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and, of course, hit that bell notifications for more of this series. And, of course, all our upcoming series as well that we have going on here. The Highest Scotties series. Of course, we got some new stuff from NCAA 20 or from College Football 26 coming up as well on both channels. And, of course, MLB, the show, going on as well. So, and, of course, a little bit of some soccer as well with the Wolverhampton Wolves. But stay tuned for that and more, all on the channel, coming up very, very soon as we're getting closer and closer to try to see if we can repeat as your Super Bowl champions. But again, thank you guys so much for the love and the support of the channel and, of course, the series. But we'll keep this train rolling here as we go for 9-0 coming up in the next episode. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.